Hello and welcome to Torchlight Paranormal. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about equipment, the kind of equipment that people use on investigations. Now, I've been investigating the paranormal since 2007, and since then, technology has got a lot better since I started. Now, you can't be a scientific investigator, like many of us claim to be, without using scientific equipment. And all the equipment that's out there is not scientific. The K2, for example, is not used to hunt for ghosts. It's used to check if there's electric wires in the wall. It's not even used for paranormal investigating. And it's a very, very simple device which can be easily manipulated. If I just turn this on and I just put it next to the phone, it's going to go off and it's going to have a bit of an issue. And even if I shake it, the lights will change. But we're going to open this up and we're going to have a look at it, and I'm going to prove to you exactly just what it is. And I just need to press on the chip inside and it will go off. So it's really not accurate. We need to stop using these in investigations because, one, they can be manipulated by phone signal, which is proved in one of the investigation videos you'll find on this channel at Breed Down Fort, and two, they're just not great. So we need to stop using them. So we're going to open this up today. We're going to have a look inside to show you exactly what is inside and how easy it is to manipulate it. And then we have these things. Yes, these are cat toys. They're called cat balls. And I've actually heard someone recently in a video refer to these as devil marbles. They're cat toys. These ones don't work anymore because my cat's been playing with them for crazy. But you literally press the button, and then when they get hit, they start flashing and they roll about. They use these balls in investigations. These are so sensitive that the slightest vibration can cause these to go off, and they are not accurate at all. But to call them devil's marbles is just ridiculous. They're cat toys. You can get a pack of 5 for £7 off Amazon. Less than that. You can get them from a pound shop if you wanted to. They're cheap, rubbish, plastic, don't work. And people use them for investigations as well because they think that the ghosts are able to manipulate them. When these go off, they start freaking out, they start screaming because these are flashing at them. These don't work, so please, please, please stop using these in investigations. They do absolutely nothing. Then, of course, you've got these mobile phone apps. Mobile phone apps like Necrophonic, claiming to be a spirit box to contact the spirits. It's a load of rubbish. I see this so many times on investigation videos and it makes me cringe. I hate seeing people using mobile phone apps. Either purchase a spirit box, which in itself doesn't work, or just don't do it. Don't use mobile phone apps because your mobile phone signal is going to be affecting any of the other equipment that you're using. And then the apps themselves are just word banks, which are using words. AI is listening to you. The phones are listening to you all the time. So they're listening for words that you're going to be saying, and they're going to be taking those and adding them to the word bank. So the names that are coming up are probably people on your contacts, or people that you've been talking about. So I want to see less of this in investigations and more actual back to basics investigating. But for the time being, we are going to open up this and I'm going to show you exactly what's going on inside. Okay, so we have our K2. We're just going to unscrew the screws at the back here, just with a normal screwdriver. Not doing anything that anything special. They're literally just normal screws. You want to screw them at the back, take them out. And remove the back shell. And this is what we're greeted with. We're greeted with a motherboard here, if you like a chip here, and then we've got our battery on the back. If I take this chip out, we'll show you that I'm not an engineer. I don't know how all this stuff works, but we've got these lights here. These are the lights that go off. All I need to do is press this button and it turns them all on. Okay, so we've got our green lights here. But what's really interesting is if you come around to this section here, and just on this back area, if you press this back area and brush your fingers across the back, or touch these metal nodes, look, the lights are going off. That's all it takes, is just to touch the back of the chip or touch an area on the chip. The lights are going off. This just proves that how sensitive these things are and how useless they are. They don't work. So we need to please stop using K2 meters in paranormal investigation, because they don't do anything. They're absolutely a waste of time. And it's just powered by a normal Panasonic battery, which is going to be giving off energy itself. So if it is going to be used in investigation, then you're just going to get some of the energy from this. And there you have it. Very, very simple. Look at K2 meter and how simple it is to manipulate it and to get it to work. It's not paranormal, so we need to stop using the K2 meter, stop using cat balls or devil marbles as people are making them out to be. They don't do anything. If you're going to investigate, go back to basics and stop relying on this really over-the-top extreme equipment that doesn't actually work. Just start using a back to basics way of investigating, because then you'll get a lot more activity. These equipment, these music boxes, these REM pods, these EMF strips, they don't do anything. You can't use that as evidence because you're not doing it in a controlled environment. Even EVP, of which is something I absolutely love, you can't call it evidence because you're not doing it in a controlled environment. It's not, the EMF detector is not being locked away in a secure room with no one around and no radio signals getting in. You can't do anything in a secure, controlled environment. So there's no point in even trying to use this equipment. Use your own senses, and then you'll have a much better idea of what is going on. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, then please consider subscribing to the channel. Support the channel where you can. Any support you guys can give would be very much appreciated. But thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again. Bye bye.